Hey everyone, this is Isaac and welcome back to Isaac Reviews 2024. Until somewhat recently, I had seen 4 of the 5 films nominated for Best Animated Feature at the Academy Awards. One of them was good and 3 of them were masterpieces, but there was one that I had yet to see. And that was Robot Dreams. Now this movie was produced in Spain and was screened at the Cannes Film Festival in 2023, and it's currently scheduled to be released in the United States this summer. So why am I reviewing it now, you might ask? Well, I was able to find an HD version of it online, but who knows, maybe I might rewatch it when it finally comes to theaters here in the States, because believe me, this movie is so good. The premise is rather simple, where a dog buys a robot and the two become friends, but the robot malfunctions one day and he and the dog are separated, with the dog having to find new ways to spend his time as he waits to hopefully see his friend again. But if there's one thing that piqued my interest about Robot Dreams, it's that it doesn't have any spoken dialogue whatsoever. Now, it's very rare to see an animated family film be entirely or even partially silent. In turn, it would have to instead rely on the animation and music to convey the story, and this certainly applies to Robot Dreams. It utilizes silent filmmaking perfectly, with the animation doing a fantastic job conveying the emotions of dog and robot, all while giving them some very endearing character arcs. They're only together for about 20 to 30 minutes, but I feel that helps to make the movie's messages about friendship and moving on from being separated all the more poignant, especially going off my own experiences. As a military kid who's had to move every 2 to 3 years, it's always been hard for me to build meaningful and long-lasting friendships before my family has to leave for somewhere completely new, thus separating me from the friends I've made. And Robot Dreams really connected with me on a personal level, showing off how sometimes what may feel like an inseparable bond could be uprooted at any given moment. But while it's important to move on, it's okay to miss those moments you had with someone. It helps to make for some powerful emotional scenes, where just as we think dog and robot will finally be reunited, it never comes to fruition, but in the end it all turns out to be okay. They still make new friends and continue experiencing new things in their lives. And I think that's an important part of moving on. Nothing lasts forever at the end of the day, and even if one chapter of your life may have ended, another one has begun, and there's a lot of great opportunities for you lying ahead. Wow, that got surprisingly emotional. Why don't I talk about something else? Yeah, good idea. I guess sorta related to all the stuff I just mentioned, the themes help make Robot Dreams' heart be in the right place. It's incredibly charming to be sure, but it's also heartbreaking and uplifting at the same time, and I love how it encapsulates all this through the use of the song Dancing in September. And the animation certainly contributes to the charm of this movie. The character designs are simple but still endearing, and the animation itself is very smooth and full of energy, not to mention how the film perfectly captures the aesthetic of late 80s New York with the backgrounds, with the score also being enjoyable to listen to. I don't have a whole lot else to say about Robot Dreams, but I think I've said all I needed to anyway. It's so far a very strong contender for the best animated film of 2024, and while there's plenty more of them that I'm looking forward to, I don't see this one being dethroned anytime soon. Even without any dialogue, I was still captivated by this movie's bittersweet story of moving on from being separated from a friend, in addition to it having some lovely animation, great pacing, and heartbreaking emotional scenes. I definitely consider this to be a must-watch, and I'd even recommend supporting it theatrically when it comes out in 3 months. It may end up overshadowed by some of its competition, but that doesn't change how Robot Dreams continues to prove that animation is, in fact, cinema, and that's why I think it's honestly worthy of a 10 out of 10. Next time, I'll finally be talking about Dune Part 2. I was able to catch an IMAX Early Access screening of it at my local AMC, and despite how conflicted I initially felt about Part 1, Part 2 was something to behold. In the meantime, thanks for watching this episode of Isaac Reviews 2024, subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!